Actually, it was a very strong and solid education journey I have gone through.
And I was being assigned to a different client. One of these clients was, again, Daleel.
Trust me, you cannot satisfy everyone.
Before joining Daleel, I was working in PDO, or Petroleum Development Oman, for about 8 years. I was hearing a lot of news about a growing company, Daleel Petroleum. So the news we used to hear that time, it's growing in terms of rigs, activities, number of people, organization, production. So Daleel in general as a story is really inspiring, despite of the people inside. And riding that journey of growth by itself is a growth for everybody in the company.
My journey started earlier when I graduated from Sultan Qaboos University. A lesson that I take it from my teacher at the university. He said, whoever company or organization you join, they can shape your leadership. I found opportunity to register myself within one of the international company, which is Schlumberger. One of the first step is like the second job for me on the field was actually in Daleel Petroleum. And I met a lot of good guys from Daleel, and I've been inspired by them. They show me the culture of Daleel at that stage. In that time, I was seeing what Daleel is all about. It's a growing up company. It's an area where people is putting an effort to bring all the best out of them. And I was wondering, why cannot be part of this journey?
During my journey in the oil industry, I was inspired by many leaders, among them Dr. Mohammed Ramhi. The first time I met him, I was a student in SQ, and he was my professor at that time, as well as His Excellency Salim Al-Aufi. I met him in Yibal cluster, we were working together.
My previous manager, which I consider him also as a leader, he's an example for me. He was telling me, Dawood, if you want to go for the next level, you don't just prepare for it the time you move to it, you should prepare for it earlier. It could be 2 levels below.
These people had an effect on my personality. One of them is Ruben Gardner, Barbara Pigeon, Salim Al-Aufi, Sulaiman Marhoubi, certain people, certain quality of people I've worked with, and they saw something in me, and they said, what are you doing here? So these people, they showed me from the beginning on, I have skills, I have something that I can show more, but I'm not showing it.
I remember one day when I was on the field on the rig, actually, I have this supervisor of me when I was a directional driller. Then he asked me to go to bring a tool. And the guy, he was very busy actually. He have to do a very certain plan, he have to be on the floor, and what happened is, the moment I bring the equipment, I find him right there, near to me, and I tell him, what are you doing here, Chief? You're supposed to do the other work, and you are busy on that. And he just smiled, he said, this is also part of my job. That moment, it's really inspired me to move forward, that giving that time, even if you are busy, for a simple job, which is, for him it means a simple job, but it means a lot for me because it's the first time. That's a part of a leadership.
It was a small company with about 20 people in that department. Then I saw everybody is just printing A4, putting his name, his title. So I just did the same. Within 2 hours, I get my boss coming to me saying that you cannot really put senior at this time. I said, what's wrong with that one? He said, you are still too great to climb to that level. From that day, I just started to tackle the most difficult projects they have in Daleel to prove myself.
Trust me, you cannot satisfy everyone. Some people they are there to do, and they accept whatever challenges you give them. Some people, they break under challenges, and you need to be very careful how to deal with these guys. And the challenges is, since you are a leader, you need not to look in the technical part only, even the HR part, the humanitarian part, how you deal with these people, how you to become soft.
I think one of the most challenging things when you become a leader is to manage people's expectations, taking decisions in the tough time, and be able to execute those decisions are really critical. But on top of all of them, to be a servant, That's probably the most key thing for any leader to be successful.
Communication is the only thing what people will be communicated through your actions, what you're doing, and they will try to see you as a role model, and they will try to see exactly what you're doing, and they will try to either work with you to match what you're doing or compete with you as your team.
So communication is a very vital element, and without it, you won't be able to send what you want.
Communication is really, really important at all levels. Communication back to people as well as communication to shareholders. It really creates a sort of relationship and environment.
But my story in Daleel was completely different. I found everybody was helpful, everybody trying to reach to the same goal, irrespective of their differences. And that was one of the fundamental elements that pushing me forward to work even beyond my job descriptions. You don't need to be at a management level to think about what is good for the business or bad for the business. You can start right away, right here from your place.
Leadership by itself, it's a statement that you should lead to be a role model. You should be doing things before you're asking people to do things for you. So when you lead by example. A leader is a person who is putting himself into the danger before the team, or putting himself into actions when he put the targets to challenge the team, but to the extent not to hurt the team. To the young leaders, be brave. There is nothing difficult. There's no wrong with asking questions. And ask the right question, make mistakes, learn from them.
Remember that we have built our technical skills from scratch, and then we build them day after day through different experience. The same thing applies for leadership. It's a group of skills that you have to build them.
Leadership is a journey, actually. It's a journey where you learn on it. You have to love it. You have to like it.